Good evening everyone, welcome back to Tom Plays Europa Universalis 4 for absolute beginners. We are back with Great Britain, we are excommunicated, and we're about to start spying on everyone. Check for agendas. So close to getting away with seizing land. Still probably not the time. Okay, well while our diplomats are still busy, let's check where we're up to with exploring. I am thinking that we should make an effort to find Easter Island. So I'm just going to keep carving away at this area until we find it. Okay, got some diplomats finished, that's good. Let's send you back to Nazca. Right, so to start with, we do have a lot of claims on Castille, I think, but we now have, or at least we'll soon have, adjacent colonies, so I think it's worth building a spy network there. And I am kind of tempted to do the spy network for the Papal States, simply because when else will we ever do it? And actually, if we could take this land, it would remove the -4 border friction, possibly. So, could even be a good thing, in some ways, for our long-term relationship with the Pope. Okay, what else? Ships are still up here. Want the ships up there to start exploring Africa. Okay, morale of armies is down, so that's a slight black mark against doing any wars. Breda, I'm going to do concessions again. These back up to 100%. Okay, Portugal, but the monarchs are very young and they've got quite a high prestige as well. Much higher than ours. Ooh, hang on. Okay, administration has failed our people, so we lose stability, which we can't really afford, or we lose government reform process. I might go with that. Progress. And right, I would say let's go with prestige for this one. So we are hemorrhaging prestige because we're excommunicated. So definitely worth getting as much as we can back. Right, let's not risk it, let's head straight back there. And this one has arrived, brilliant. Almost ready to set off. Uprising, that's fine. Should probably be able to make it all the way there. check this. Apart from our endless Dutch revolts. Actually, while I'm at it, let's boost our stability if we can. I do like to keep it at +1 where possible. We're about to have... Yeah, the Scottish separatists are a concern because we don't have anywhere that close to Scotland. But can't be helped. Lost an admiral. Catholic zealots. Okay, that's fine. Where's lost admiral? Okay. Probably going to want to bolster our armies a bit as well. Okay, hang on. Oh, here we go. Ghent, okay, gonna do local concessions again. But we will deal with these Flemish separatists. The only question now is whether we need to relocate for the Scottish separatists. They are next up. Yeah, I think we do need to. Okay, that's fine, but let's make sure our boats are safe first. Very slow line filling in. It always takes a while to move into Terra Incognita. Here we are, Easter Island, and it looks like we can immediately colonise. Don't need a conquistador, but there are natives, so we are going to need a colonial army. So I'm guessing that will be the job of this army here. Down in La Plata, how close are we? The Easter Island is actually quite a way west of the Galapagos, so definitely worth having. Okay, let's... Where are the Scottish separatists appearing? So we're getting high naval attrition even so, no matter how careful I'm trying to be. Dumfries, right. So there's actually a castle there anyway. It's less of a concern than it would normally be. If I just drop the army off in Cumbria, I don't really want to discourage the uprising. So if we have the army in Dumfries, then the uprising may be held up. Whereas if we have the army next door in Cumbria, we should be able to just nip across, sort them out whenever it happens. Okay, we have maximum monarch power, military power. No current institution, so I'm going to put the military power into Antwerpen. Cool. And we can now fabricate a claim on the Papal State. So I doubt we'll attack them, but just in case they're allied with someone that we do want to attack, do Burgundy. If we have any claims on Burgundy, we might be able to take that piece of land as well. Okay, let's explore. Around the Cape. surprising lack of events so far. There we go. Right, so we'll send you in. Whoa! Interesting. Augustus I Jagelian. I'm guessing that is the Commonwealth dynasty. Oh well. It's one advantage human players do get in this game, is that we tend to be the winners a lot of the time when it comes to royal marriages. Interesting. Oh, brilliant. So, yeah, we now have a positive relationship with the Papal State, so Castille should not be able to excommunicate us anymore, which is good. But yeah, I think we should have a higher chance of inheriting the Commonwealth now, in theory. So unfortunately, because I think basically we didn't have an heir, but rather than have us in a personal union, which could easily have happened, we were just given an heir from a different dynasty, I guess. So we got quite lucky there, I suppose. It does mean that the legitimacy has taken a massive hit, which could cause us problems, but at least we're not in as bad a situation with not being excommunicated anymore. Do we still have... We do. Got claims on Florence. Claim on Saluzzo. Don't have any claims on Brabant at the moment. But their overlord is Burgundy anyway. Claims on Liege. Well, we've got one, but we could always add to that. That is fine. Okay, now exploration down there isn't going to make as much sense now, because we'll be able to explore much better once we're actually starting out from Easter Island. Could explore up here, of course, but... Oh, grief. But I'm hoping this colony is close enough to finishing that we'll just want to ship some troops over. So that's fine. Okay. What else? Well, the main thing is that we could do with increasing the size of our armies. So we're quite away from our force limit now. And supply limit there is 58, supply limit here is 32, so we can have 5 more troops to start with without any issues. Tend to, as well as trying to stay close to your force limit, I tend to sort of measure the armies against the supply limit. So, oh, actually there's a much better supply limit in Barcelona, to be fair. But we could start with 5, so we're about half and half, so maybe do 3 infantry and 2 artillery. It's probably not really quite enough infantry. It should at least get us a little closer to where we ought to be. There'll be another 10. Okay. Local fortification expert. Okay, until the end of the game. I think that's worth having. Tupinamba have insulted us. I think I will live with that somehow. Castille have announced us as their rival, which is fine, and we can summon the Diet again. Okay. Oh. The Burghers want us to discover North California. And that will give us colonial enthusiasm. Okay, right, well that is very doable, so let's go with that. I do take the noble's point about manpower, but... okay, this is also good. Although do we need completed colonies to make claims, I wonder? Nope. I can happily make a claim here. Okay, brilliant. Okay, so we're certainly a bit close to our force limit anyway. Which is good. What's our next uprising? Castilian separatists. Okay. And they're going to appear there. Right. Well, I'm sure we'll get there. Okay. In the meantime, let's see if we can explore a little further. Depending how we feel, it might be worth building a colony up here. Oops. Okay. Just because it would allow us to explore further. New settlement. Okay. Well, generally speaking, great though extra base tax would be, we need the colonies finished as soon as possible. So better to unite them and gain the additional settlement power. Yeah, we are already getting damaged. Okay, Florida Blanca, that is good news. So we will immediately make a new colony in Easter Island to help us explore to the west. I need to ideally keep an eye on that appearing up here in our list of colonies, because we're going to want to move the army there as soon as it appears. And then we can use that navy, the Pacific Navy, to fulfill the Burghers' agenda by discovering North California. And I've just realised that our spy's been discovered in Burgundy. But amazingly, we're still on 20, so we can still make a claim. So, I should have done that straight away. There are only two places we can claim, although if Brabant is still their junior partner, we will also be able to make a claim against them. In case we end up in a war against Burgundy again. Just want to have claims on as many people as possible, ideally. Let's move this back here. Okay, so here's another possibility. This island here is very valuable from a trade perspective. And surprisingly, hasn't already been claimed by Portugal, because I think it's actually in their mission tree, usually, to claim it. So, might even go there next. Depending. We do need to make sure we don't get shut out of Cameroon and the nearby areas. Mr. General, Burgundy have embraced the printing press, that's fine. Who's next? Reformed zealots in Essex. Okay. Well, in that case, I suppose we can move to London. And has our fleet got the capacity? It does not. So we need 3 more transport ships, which I think will take us over our force limit, but the naval force limit tends to be more forgiving. Doesn't cost as much if you go over. So hopefully we will be fine. Dissidents abroad, Dutch dissidents, okay. So we lose 10 prestige, or we upset. I think we should support them. In fact, do we have claims on them? We do. We don't really want to fight Austria. While I'm thinking about it, we should check what, if anything, we can build. I tend to look especially for anything with a likely value over 20. So I think these are definite ones to go for. Possibly trade as well. I don't think we want any in the New World is the only problem. So I have to be a little cautious about what we go for, but are there any good places in the areas we've taken? Might be worthwhile. Just thinking we don't want to keep loads of money around because we don't even have an institution that we want to buy at the moment. So to me it makes sense to spend the money so that we don't end up spending more if there's an event. Okay, cool. And we need to replace that general. So that we're ready for the uprising. Okay, brilliant. Just try and fill in these areas. Haven't fully healed actually. So maybe just this area and head straight back. Because we were going to have an uprising in Essex. I guess now it's Brabantian separatists, in which case we need to send the army back to Antwerp. So yeah, we it was some kind of religious zealots, and they were going to arise in Essex because we were converting Essex, but the conversion finished before the uprising happened. So I think it totally averted it, which is good. Losing generals all around. Okay, so what else? Liege. I know we've already got one in Liege. Fair enough. How about Utrecht? Nope, we already have a claim on Utrecht, so maybe we'll be better off improving relations. Portugal is quite down. I think that's inevitable because we refuse to help them in a war, but we can try to improve relations with them again. I suppose it doesn't hurt. Right. Oh, hang on. New colony. Just easier to wait till the colony's landed, because then we don't have to move these ships across and transport soldiers. And also, until the colony's made, the ship can't land here, and we were already in danger of losing ships. Okay, so we've got devastation, apparently. It's another good start. Considering we only just started our colony. Well, there you go. Hopefully it will recover with time. Okay, colony has grown enough to become self-sustaining. Let's immediately move to a nearby area so we don't have to move our ships, although it looks like they've started in Florida as well, so we are going to have to move there. Before long. Yeah, the Portugal one finished already. Oh, Castille. So if we now claim this area. Lots of fish. Kind of feeling like we ought to be looking at an actual attack soon. Not that our manpower has recovered yet, so possibly not the most sensible thing. What would actually happen if we attacked Castile? Okay, so the Portugal joins in, the Papal State joins in, Commonwealth and Austria do not join in. So yeah, that's not great news. We could attack the Papal State, and that looks like it would be even worse. Burgundy. Again, not getting any help there. Right, so in most of these cases we're going to have to fight Austria, which isn't a plus. We may possibly be looking at taking on Castile alone. And by alone, I mean, of course, backed up by France. Friesland. Really? Oh, Utrecht. Okay, but again, they've got Austria on their side. Right, fine, so... Well, we're still expecting an uprising, so let's not move just yet. Let's instead do some exploring to the north. Not to that part of the north. Head over to Darien. Diplomatic insult. Right, so we need to build a spy network here as well. Okay. Commonwealth. Okay, this is not great news, but we should probably join in anyway. Does bring me a little closer to thinking it's time to attack Castile, though. Especially because Castile seem to have some noble rebels to deal with, which is good, because that will sap to their manpower a bit. Portugal is still in a mess, so it's probably a good time to attack, actually. see if we can discover North California. I would not be unhappy to have... brilliant. Well, not so brilliant, because we just started moving our troops away. Is that France going to take them out? Oh, wow. Okay, thank you, France. Is there any chance at all that we could immediately take their army out when we attack? I do need to keep an eye on... our ships as well. Okay. Right, so we don't get any help. Let's put Burgos down as our main target, because it does have a castle, even though Madrid is... well, Toledo is incredibly valuable, to be fair. And we have no diplomats. That's annoying. Right, well, let's stop building a spy network in Castille. Unfortunately, that does mean we're going to need another 9 days. Although on the plus side, it might mean that we have both of our armies. Now, the other thing I'm thinking is maybe hire some mercenaries. Trying to work out what we can actually afford. Gascon Musket Company. They probably won't be as big an army. But let's get prestige. Okay, well, I guess we're going straight in for Toledo then. So yeah, the mercenaries start with 0 morale, so you don't want to make them too close to the enemy. Can we allow people to attach? That'll be a bad thing. See, I didn't have a lot of time to look at this, but a lot of mercenary companies come with specific places where you can get them, but there tend to be 3 which can appear anywhere in the world, and they don't have generals, and that's these 3. The Independent Army especially is huge, so we'll probably hire that one quite a bit. Many of the others you can only hire in specific parts of the world. But we can't click on them to demonstrate because we don't have any money. Oh, we don't have enough money. Right, so if you send you up there, I'm hoping we can discover North Carolina without needing... California, sorry, without needing a... conquistador. Okay, so they've gone to Burgos already, so I'm going to go and bolster them, because we don't need a lot of morale to do that. Also, one thing I should have done is made sure we got the Papal State and not France, but thankfully we did. I could really do with France going and dealing with the Papal State if possible. And I could also do with bringing my army down. Navy. An army. Let's just go around. Yeah, I suppose we could just go here. That should cause moderate misery for them. And it looks like France is about to be attacked, so we better go there instead. Okay, back to our boats. Our other boats. Better head back to Darien. Got to see things are going badly for Portugal still. Yeah, their manpower's at absolute zero. So hopefully there won't be too much help to Castille, and even Castille's manpower isn't amazing. Papal State. Okay, yeah, I think we can manage this. With France and Brittany we should be absolutely fine. And it looks like France are now heading east, which is good, so hopefully we can leave them to deal with the Papal State, and we can concentrate on Castile and Portugal. Seem to be disturbingly close to taking down our navy. In fact, I think we're about to lose. Die rolls aren't helping. Oh, good grief. We've got the Papal States navy area as well. Okay, so for once Britannia does not rule the waves. That's embarrassing. Well, can't be helped. If nothing else, the ships we've lost we can hopefully replace with better ones. That'll be something. This is Portugal. Can't easily get at them right now. Thankfully Toledo will probably fall soon. Concern is whether... Yeah, I thought that might happen. They're going after the mercenaries. I do want to save mercenaries, but I'm also nervous about leaving this siege. I think I'll... Oh, brilliant. Britain is involved. Okay. In which case we probably don't need to leave a siege. Thank you, Britain. Okay, brilliant. Yeah. That's enough. Fantastic. Okay. Right, so we've received word that... Are you a conquistador? You are a conquistador. Whoop. Okay. What's going on? Someone's offering us a loan. I'm not sure why. Given us a very good rate of interest, I almost want to accept just to be friendly. Oh, why not? It's nothing much, but it's appreciated. Okay, George is the new heir to the throne. Quite a good one as well. Excellent. So yeah, what I'm thinking is let's claim these islands before Portugal or someone else does. Because they are very valuable. We'll start claim on Florence. That is fine. I can definitely live with that. Just gained Burgos, which is good. Let's actually claim you, in fact. Oh well, never mind. I will leave it for now. So we need to remember, as soon as France makes any headway at all against the Papal State, we only want this one piece of land from them. So definitely up for getting them to pull out. We also currently don't want anything from Portugal. So, oh, it's just been revealed. Fine. Well, let's transport them across anyway. Send the colonist. So getting Portugal to pull out sooner rather than later would also be good. Okay, so with that in mind, I think, well, let's take this castle first. I see France is coming down. Sure exactly what Portugal's doing. Okay, you're in place, so we need to move you back to the colony. But yeah, I think this Mozambique is really valuable for trade. So, quite pleased to have that one. Little worried. Can't do much about that right now. I suppose we could send the mercenaries off to the oven. That might be a good idea. Just in case France don't. Mercenaries should be powerful enough to do it. And we might... How far are we of Leon? Not very far at all. Let's go and kick them off Toledo. Except for them... Oh no, they're fine. Okay, cool. A little worried that we still haven't discovered North California yet. Let's just send you a little further up the coast and see if he's spotted as you're driving past. But yeah, it's kind of worth losing the siege with Leon in order to take down Castille's army. See if we can do anything with Portugal's army as well while we're at it. Ooh. Fancy doing something. Let's go and help. Okay, brilliant. We've fulfilled that agenda. Which is good. Let's see if Portugal allow us to take the rest of their army out. So, having done that, spare no expense. Let's head back immediately. So yeah, we fulfilled that agenda, which should increase the speed at which all of our colonies develop. So that's good news, because we definitely need this one in California to finish so that we can... Oh, damn, can't move him yet. So we can make one down in Florida. Is what I am thinking. Surprised they haven't attacked our colonies much yet. Okay, I'm going to send the mercenaries down to fight the Papal State. Since France seems to have lost interest a little. Right, let's go in for Lisboa. See if we can persuade Portugal that this war is not in their best interests. Especially given their... Oh, they've still got an army then. Right, okay. Definitely worth getting them out of the war if we can then. Galleon early frigate, okay. The galleon probably won't be much use because we don't really use them as England. They're for inland seas. We're more a sort of worldwide thing. The early frigate is a trade ship, I think, light ship. so that would be good if we need to replace any trade fleets. Increase them at all. What's happening over here? Oh good, France is joining in. Yeah, we really need to get Castille's allies to pull out of the war. If we possibly can. I wasn't actually sure I'd be able to go straight for Roma, actually. That being the case, let's go and help. We can possibly lose the mercenaries once the Papal State pulls out, but we want them to give us that piece of land as well. Okay, so Castile is now taking stuff back, which is annoying. I don't know if we can do much about it right now. Toledo and Burgos have got castles. That's fine. You're fully prepared. We've got 6 unit colonial armies. How are they doing? Almost as well as us. Despite having started later and having like a third of the people. Yeah, why am I not surprised? And now they're going to tear the French army apart and I can't do anything because I'm stuck on this siege. Alright, that's Florence again. Fine. In fact, we should probably send another spy over to Florence. Okay, well at least we've taken Roma out. Can we persuade the Pope to give us this land? Yes, we can. Let us do that. The Pope has rejected our offer. Okay, let's apply a little more persuasion. Let's be amazed at how long this siege is taking. I mean, to be fair to the computer, Lisboa probably... Oh no, hang on. No, Toledo's a capital as well, so no, they're pretty much equivalent. There's no particular reason why they should have won first. Actually, let's go to Burgos. There's no doubt they'll take that siege down in record time as well. Oh. We have had Darien attacked by Portugal. Okay. I don't have any troops there though. So that's something. Let's try this again. Suggest demands. Can't send another until the 21st. There we go. Right. I'm less convinced that we can get rid of the mercenaries now. But we've got a new piece of land from the Papal States. We'd probably better send... a diplomat over relatively soon. We've got a coalition. Literally only took one piece of land. And I'm deeply worried that we're actually going to lose if France doesn't help. The question is, will they? And even if they do, will they get here in time? Oh no, they're not going to help, they're just going to sit there and watch us die. Wow, thanks France. That's mean. Literally took one piece of land. I'm going to try and ease the tension because we've got a coalition against us. Ooh, Portugal's willing to make peace. I really wish I'd noticed that sooner. We might not have got trashed. There you go. Okay, never mind. They did have to abandon the siege of Burgos anyway, I think. So that should have started them back from scratch. Right, let's send someone to improve relations with the Pope, and if I remember, we will make it permanent. Fabricate a claim on Burgundy and on Brabant. Yes, I know. And then we can stop spying on them and use the diplomat to try and improve relations with people. It's that liege. Okay, so same thing for liege. What do we need? 30. Okay, I guess we could carry on spying. I have to question how sensible it is with a coalition, though. Hang on, how many actual carracks do we have? Oh, we've got a few. Now we can give it a go. Okay, a little risky because our morale hasn't recovered. Apart from for the mercenaries. Obviously not that risky because they're running away. Okay, let's go in and start the siege on Lyon. Ah, you see, that was what I didn't want to do. Let's just start this up again. Send a diplomat to improve relations, and when we get the message back saying to recall, we will leave them there. And we can now make a claim on Belém. Get another diplomat back. Right, France is back in force as well, which is good. Quarantine. Pretty much always quarantine. Okay, what do you people have to say? Colombia, support this growth and aid them to establish their own administration. Right, now that is actually a good thing. It means we're doing the burgers again, of course. But yeah, we are very close to having 5 provinces and forming a nation there. So, well worth doing. And we should really start improving relations with people in the coalition. So I definitely remember Mulhauser because they always seem to join in. Who else is in it? Holland, probably can't do much about Holland, to be fair. Dortmund, though. Don't think they have any particular reason to have issues with us. Who else? Baden? Aachen? Go with them. Okay. I'm not too worried, but of course we are also about to take a bunch of land from Castille, so maybe I should be worried. We may as well start making progress at least. Excellent. Right, I'm going to start spreading out. And getting Toledo again. Less unrest, that's good. Yeah, I can see why Liege has joined the coalition. They're very clearly gearing up to attack them. Yeah, right. Head over to Avila. Toledo. you also head to Toledo. Okay. See, I could in theory have taken these lands if I thought about it before we moved colonies. Never mind. Colonies are probably more important, really. Oh, good grief, they were forced to take off when Portugal took Darien. Thankfully, Portugal have now gone. I do, however, need some ships up there. Might try to do it all in one go. So we could even use these to take these colonies in theory. Well, we can't take them as colonies. We can at least claim them. Portugal and their never-ending appetite for war. Right, let's take you into Toledo as well. So France is finishing everything off up there. In fact, we're probably about to have a naval battle. Just heal up briefly and then head to somewhere else. Down there. You can see, probably said this before, but you can see where the coasts are being blockaded by France with the colour blue. So I'm just moving in to blockade these areas. So that should give us a bit of money. For some reason France has taken that as a cue to run away. Well, this seems to be their largest remaining navy anyway. So it's probably the right one to blockade next. And I think we are getting there. Although in theory we're not in that much of a hurry to end the war because the one with the Ottomans is still going on. So we can't actually get out of a war no matter what we do. Well, we'll still be in a war, I should say, rather. I'm happy to take that, but I'm not going to upgrade the troops right now. Okay, that's fine. Just wondering about attacking the army. Our war score is getting pretty high anyway. Castille want peace. Oh right, I didn't realise I had to go around. That will be the fort. Okay. No idea why France is suddenly moving in response to that. Oh, they're trying to help. Oh, that's good of them. Okay. That's definitely not what I wanted to hear. These separatists. Yeah, we're definitely approaching the point where we should end this. Okay, what's our most decent sized army here? Well, I'm not sure, but this one should be big enough by the time we arrive. Unless it's the mercenaries. It is the mercenaries. Oh, they're probably still big enough. Plus we can drop them once they arrive. Castille still wants to make peace. Yep, we will. We will. Nope, colony's finished. Okay. Just want to get you heading off over here. I'm wondering if we could take all 3 of these. Okay, well let's just see what we can get. So if we do suggest demands, we get those 4. We get Cabo, which is fine. Yep, I don't mind Portugal going through our lands. In theory, we're still kind of friendly to them. And we get this one. Can I take these 2 as well? I can. Okay, let's do it. Because in theory, if we call these 2, that should form a Canadian nation. Probably actually Canada. So let's just try and take them all. And we're going to want to make a colony in Florida as well. Okay, fine, that's good. Seems like things went reasonably well there. Right, let's move you to Madrid for now, move you back to Antwerp. Got more corruption. Let's see if the mercenaries can take these guys. Oh, hang on, we can stay put, they're coming for us. Good. Hopefully we will count as being on the defence. Ah, they've changed their minds. Fine. Great. Okay, so we have a colony there. So our mission was to make 5 provinces. So we've already got this one over here, which we got a very long time ago. We have 3 here, so 1 more colony should do it. So if we just pick these guys up. Yeah, lots of coalition. You see, I should end the session because everyone pulls out of a coalition when I end the session. Brittany has ended, soon fix that. And we need to go on a charm offensive. So who are we still making claims on? We've got Florence and Liege. So we do 1 more on Liege. And then we'll stop so we can get the diplomat back. And Florence. Well, there are 2 claims we want to make on Florence. So I might carry on making them anyway. Might head back there actually. I'm just thinking about getting to the various places we might have uprisings. And also really hoping we can start recovering manpower soon. Right, I'm going to disband you, even though we might immediately get attacked when I do. I'm going to move the ships to Antwerp. Okay, Austria have inherited the Palatinate. They're still the Holy Roman Emperor. Right, brilliant. Okay. And we're still at war with the Ottomans, I keep forgetting about that. Hopefully France will help. Okay, Berg. Let's improve relations with them. Geneva. Is there anything we can do to reduce the size of a coalition, really? There's some peasants. Do they need help? I think they do. Certainly a lot of peasants. Just kind of wanted to get all of these on the way. Look, we've made peace, that's good. Didn't even invade our colonies, which they could probably have reached with a bit of work. Yes, of course. Fancy our chances with most of these people. Oh, Milan's a possibility. We can improve relations with Milan. Worth a try. Okay, well, we still have a couple of provinces to core, but at least we're on the way with the main ones. That colony has arrived, so we probably better move the troops. Probably get an uprising before the colonial nation is formed anyway. We just might need to seriously subsidise these guys, because they're going to be 3/5 Castilian. I'm going to want them to keep order. But yeah, right, let's end there. Gone quite a bit over. But that isn't bad. That could be a serious problem, actually. We're going to need a permanent African army above and beyond the colonial army. So we might want to look at our force limit once everything's cored. Because we're going to need to... We can't rely on a colonial nation to keep people under wraps. But yeah, so that was a bit of progress. We've made more headway into Castille. We're actually getting close to... If we just take Zamora, we will be able to start making claims on Portugal. But until we can, it might be worth our trying to play nice with them again, if not ally them. Probably not worth allying them, because they're just going to try and drag us into war again. Looks like they actually did okay with Cusco. They weren't crushed, at least. Sorry, I just remembered we were bringing people up, weren't we? I better set that off. I'm assuming they can't go straight to the new colony. No, they cannot. Do not do that. Go to Darien. Cool. So we're going to have to remember when they get to Darien we need to move them across. But at least they should be nearby. But yeah, that's not bad. I'm hoping that will allow us to make Canada. Mostly through conquest there, so we can start focusing on Florida and maybe the west coast. And We've got Easter Island now, so we can start exploring west and try to discover Australia and New Zealand and all the other very valuable places out west. And hopefully once this colony finishes, we will fulfill our agenda and we will have another colonial nation. So we'll have 2. So we're actually going to start getting quite rich soon, I am hoping. So brilliant, yeah, progress. And take some more land from Castille. So we've got what I think is now our 5th coalition. I'm getting steadily less worried by the coalitions as we get more and more powerful. We don't have Portugal anymore, but we do still have Austria and the Commonwealth, and they're extremely powerful in their own right, and in theory if someone attacks us, they may have to deal with them too. Of course, the Commonwealth is probably... oh no, they've still got lots of manpower. Oh yeah, I think they can defeat the Ottomans themselves. So yeah, they probably don't need us to help them, which is just as well, because our manpower is non-existent. But yeah, that's good. That's some steady progress. We're managing to keep up with Castile just about on the colonising. Just need to keep an eye out for any new colonies appearing. Make sure we don't lock us out. But yeah, it seems to be going well. So yeah, brilliant. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.